Hi Libras, and welcome to Broomstick Fairies for the newbies. And what up to my oldies. Now, this is your love reading for August. Well, sorry, mid-month August. So, let's get straight into it. So, Leaves. I feel like some of you may be losing interest in someone because your integrity is being questioned and you are not being dealt with correctly. No. Um, you've got the Four of Water or the Four of Cups. Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in reverse. And then you've got the Sun of Air in reverse. So I feel like this is you. Okay, because the air signs is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Or this is equivalent to the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot card deck, as this is more Native American, Native Indians inspired. So what I feel like these two to combine the saying, Leaves, is you may have gotten something that you wanted, but now you find you don't want it anymore. And you may even have been reluctant to go for something because the Four of Water in reverse is like it's like you're finally taking the opportunities that's around you, or finally embracing and the offers or the proposals that are around you. But then with the Sun of Air here in reverse, which to me feels like a stop of air or stopping your tracks, because it's normally swift energy or putting your foot in your mouth is kind of how I look at the Sun of Air or the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I feel like you may have gotten something that you wanted, but now you feel like you don't want it anymore. And these things ringing in the mirror saying, "Be careful what you wish because you just might get." That's saying. So you may be looking to go into another direction, and I feel like someone may be hiding something or juggling between you. You feel like someone's hiding something or they're juggling you and somebody else, and your integrity is like, honey, not more. I feel like you guys may be getting impatiently waiting for a commitment, or impatient and tired of having to follow the rules and guidelines expected from you or your family. You've got the Three of Fire or the Three of Wands here in reverse, which is like scattered, wasted energy. You need to reevaluate where you're directing your time and your energy sources, focus. And then you got the Shaman, which is the brother to the Hierophant in the traditional tarot card decks. And with this product, with this, it's a few different scenarios. I feel like this is saying, Libra. So you're tired of waiting in vain for someone or following the rules or guidelines expected from you, because this is the Shaman is like the Hierophant card. It could be like family, it can be orthodox, unorthodox, it can be religion, non-religion, that sort of thing. But with it paired up with the Three of Fire in reverse, I feel like you're reevaluating where you're directing your time and beliefs and energies. You feel like some sort of faith or some sort of guidelines or rules or beliefs you may no longer be seen as productive and seen it as a waste of energy, time, and investment. You may be looking at a new way of doing things and alter your belief of what the perfect family should be like. And this may stem from the pressure of family, because it may have derived from you feeling like you have to be a certain way because of your family's kind of upbringing. So I feel like you no longer want to be controlled and you're finding a new way of doing things. This may leave you feeling kind of like over emotional, or have to deal with rigid and stern, or you may have to deal with a rigid and stern person who is set in their beliefs and has not many respect for other walks of life or ideas or opinions or cultures, maybe even. But I feel like you're not going to try and please the world. You got the world or the big medicine wheel in this deck in reverse. So you may forget trying to meet the expectations of others and focus on your inner self and your inner balance and equilibrium and alchemy and transformation instead of outer worldly pursuits or how the world wants you to be. I feel like you want to focus on how you want you to be. It sounds simple and cliche, but hey, we all got caught up sometimes in certain things and relationships and beliefs that our spouse may have or our family may have, already programmed and preconditioned before we even, like the book, The Four Agreements. But anyways, yeah. If that's not the case, then for some of you, you may be wanting to wheel back or pump the brakes a little bit on a relationship that may be overseas, um, or your involvement with a certain person may be strained due to distance and travel. So there isn't really much movement going on right now. Just focusing on working within. That could also be the scenario for some of you. I feel like you guys like Libras. Find your tribe. Like find the people that support you where you don't have to be on the defense. Okay, and also moving along, you have the Five of Earth here, or the Five of Pentacles, which speaks of insecurity and feeling like you're left out in the cold, or feeling like something is not fair and things like that nature. Some of you may be involved in like worldly community affairs and charity work, because that jumped out with the spirit card, the spirit guide card in this deck, but is the sister to the judgment or the justice card in the other decks. So if these two paired up, it can mean like community work or charity work, or affairs of that nature. But I feel like you may feel like you're forced to save face or to show face when you really don't want to, and would rather spend your time elsewhere. And this can even be like maybe charity work, like within your family, or like you just have to be like the mentor or something, or something like that. Excuse me. This may even be due to court cases or legalities, because this being the equivalent to the Justice card and being with the Five of Earth or the Five of Pentacles, which is money, tangible, practical. It's the earthy signs like Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and represents finances and prosperity and money and wealth and things like that. So if it paired up with Justice and it being the Insecurity card, it's almost like some sort of legalities that prove quite costly for some of you, and you may feel like you're left out in the cold. All right. Some of you need to be easy with that over-sexualization or being a slave to sex. Or you may be blinded by sex, or a Casanova of some sort, or you may be the Casanova of some sort. You got the Son of Water here, or the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's a beautiful romantic card, but it can be over-romanticized, or it can signify jealousy, or it can highlight or like a martyr kind of feel. You've got this product with the Ten of Water here, or the Ten of Cups. Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or emotions or water-like energy, emotional-like energy. The Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. It speaks of family, community, union, unity, coming together, joy, celebration, feeling at home, feeling supported, and feeling grounded in a like well-rounded way. But with the Son of Water here, I feel like you maybe feel like you're obliged to join something, or feel like a martyr to join something, or to do things. Like, so don't suppress yourself and your own desires for your family or a boss or a manager or some form of motherly, or like not even motherly, because this is a gender neutral thing, authority-like figure. And you have to do things to please them while girl against your own grain, or girl against yourself and your true wishes. That's what I feel like these two cards paired up mean, especially with it paired up with this in line with the Shaman, and then the Three of Fire in reverse. So, and then as well, you've got the grandmother card underneath it. So that's why I said it feels like a motherly figure, because This grandmother card is equivalent to the Empress, so it can literally mean a woman, or like I said, gender neutral, because this is a general reading, which, by the way, will not resonate with all of you. But yeah. So someone, this could actually mean a person. May literally be a family member or mental figure that may be dominating your life and decisions. Okay, and for some of you, I feel like you're feeling defeated because you've got the Seven of Fire, which is endurance, which is a great leadership, great forceful. Like I can prove myself. I have the energy. I have what it takes. I can lead the pack. Defending yourself, defending your beliefs, yada yada yada. But in reverse, it can mean a depletion of that, or it can mean like you're feeling maybe defeated, or like your argument isn't being heard. So it's almost like you're giving up, or you feel defended, or down, or you're giving in to something. And I think Spirit is advising you to listen to your intuitive messages you are getting to yourself, and show a bit like of tough love on release inhibitions and to be free. Unfortunately, some of you got the Security card, the Four of Earth, and the Advice card here in reverse. So that means like maybe your security is being threatened. And this can mean for those of you who do have legalities or like legal issues and court cases and stuff, some of you may unfortunately have to pay out a large lump sum of money, because remember the Earth card is about pentacles and money. And with this in reverse, it's like you have to release and let go of that tight grip of your security. So you're feeling like your security or your money or your bank account is being a little bit scarce right now. You may feel like it's very unfair, or some of you may come to a settlement agreement outside of court, but that way you're still a large lump sum of money that's gone. And if you don't have, and others of you who don't have any legal problems, I feel like your defenses are down and you feel completely smitten and vulnerable by someone. Some of you may feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, because you have the Six of Earth here, which is supposed to be like a breakthrough or an equal balance of reciprocity, of equal balance of love and give and take. But you may feel like you're doing all the work and no mutual realization, and there's no spiritual breakthrough. Like someone isn't making enough effort. Okay? And the challenge for you guys this month, you have the Hermit card. So I definitely feel like some of you guys are feeling isolated and questioning whether or not you should go on your own if you are in a relationship, or questioning whether or not this is worth your time. Period. Okay, boom, got that one down. No, let's do oracle messages. Now, you've got express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Now, when this came through, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a message for some Libras in this reading. Just hope it reaches the ones that's supposed to hear it. You drew this card because you worry about social acceptance, Libs. The fairies want to celebrate your uniqueness, since to them you're delightful and perfect just as you are right now. The fairies love your creativity and they urge you to be yourself. Don't squelch your true self in order to gain others' approval. Pretending doesn't work anyway, and you can't please everyone. Instead, enjoy being authentic and trust that like-minded people will be attracted to you. Dress in a way that makes you happy. Trust and follow through with your creative endeavors and visions. Speak your truth. Express your creativity through work, artistic projects, or a new business idea. Ooh. And you received no place like home, but you received it in the reverse. So I'm going to read the prosperity message for you. No place like home. It came up reversed though, yeah? Just showing you the picture. There are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know. Even if the qualities we seek in other people are in external conditions and are expressed in unhealthy ways, avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there You will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what's familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. Use this time, this time will not be different unless you do something different. And then you have chop wood. Chop a wood is saying being grounded in everyday experience and humility. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step to manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is a deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you. See, I wasn't even going to read this one, but I'm going to do it now because that's how I see this card. Okay. Bring you closer to what you seek. As a relationship message, nothing is important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lows when everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, stay nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of a relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. Okay? And then the last message you've got from the Tantric Bikini Oracle. I love the artwork on these ones and the descriptions. We've got 42 wave of bliss, and I see this as like an aha moment. Yeah, like I see it as like an epiphany, as an epiphany, as like a sudden realization. Basically, the meaning of this card is a lot of long description. I'm just gonna read the divinatory meaning. This is known as a highly fortunate card, indicating the resolution of a problem and the washing away of any remaining attachment to personal limitations. It indicates consummation of an erotic or spiritual nature and the fruit of any physical or spiritual moment of union. It is a highly mystical card, suggesting that harmony can be achieved by plunging with faith into a situation, surrendering to the higher order of the blissful wave. So yeah, I feel like something may be like coming on like shoosh, and like they're riding this wave, and like you're realizing a certain epiphany or something like calmness comes over you as you search this wave. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. I hope so. But let's see what crystals are great for Libras. Spirit, what crystals do you have for Libras for August 15 to 31st? What crystals is best for Libras? 15 to 31st. Crystal for Libra. 15 to 35. Crystals for Libra. 15 to 35. Malachite and Brandenburg Amethyst. Let's see what I go on with them. Malachite, the subconscious mind. Malachite brings to light ingrained programming and toxic beliefs, an amulet against pain. This is a powerful stone for emotional transformation. It stimulates the survival instinct, self-understanding. Unconscious programs or beliefs cause psychosomatic disease. Go willingly into the depths. Therapy may be needed. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. Go where angels fear to tread to bring back insights for your own healing and that of others. Explore your depths. Danger threatens. Not always all as it seems. Stand firm in your power. Have no fear. You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces and powerful minds that manipulate you. Learn psychic protection. Take course to call out past life skills. Spread your wings and do not become embroiled with a charismatic man. Detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions and recognizing deep psychomatic the causes of disease are a path to well-being. Frequency, earthy to high. The chakra is heart, base, sacral, and solar plexus. Brilliant, Libras. No, Libs. These messages here don't really have any like strict meaning. It's more so how you intuitively feel about them. Okay. So, what is the message you want neighbors to know? What is the message you want neighbors to know? Beautiful card. What do you think this card is saying? I love this picture, by the way. I'm just seeing it maybe for the first time. Is that a tongue or like a flower all sticking out all seductive? I think it's a rose. Either way, it looks very sexy. Let me know in the comments, ladies, what you think. And thank you very much. Subscribe if you haven't. And click the little belly button. And peace.